Successfully dealing with the Internal Revenue Service is about knowing the laws and procedures that IRS employees must follow and effectively leveraging that knowledge. Attorney Tony Ramos has been helping taxpayers deal with the IRS since 1989, and today, his law practice is dedicated solely to resolving tax debt for his clients. If you want to learn how to deal with the IRS to settle your tax debt in your best interest, keep listening. If you want a free consultation with Tony Ramos, go to tonyramoslaw.com/relief.
Tony Ramos here, and today I'd like to talk to you about how I set my attorney's fees to do tax resolution work. So when we first talk, there's no charge for the initial consultation. And during this time, I get to know you a little bit, your tax situation. I ask you about how much you think you owe, what years, what type of tax. Ask you a little bit about your household size, your financial condition. If you own a business, I do a similar thing to understand your business, what kind of gross and net income, how many employees, and other pieces of information that I need. After that, I can kind of give you the general parameters of a possible resolution and strategy, but a lot of times there's a lot more issues that need to be developed before I can properly quote a fee. During this first initial consultation that is free, I'll answer any questions that you have. But to go forward, what I like to do in my cases is, first of all, to charge you a fee for investigation. The investigation consists of several steps. Number one, we will contact the IRS on your behalf. You sign a power of attorney giving me the authority to look into your case, whether personal or business. At this first call, the first thing we do is to make sure there's a hold on collection, because there may be threatened levies against you, and they will generally give us 30 days or so in order to propose the resolution. Additionally, we will get the balance on each year or tax period owed, how much time the IRS has left to collect the taxes before they're uncollectible. We order transcripts and send them to you so that we can jointly decide if they're accurate or not, whether or not you've been given credit for all your payments, and that whether or not you agree with the balances. Sometimes they've done some audits and they've issued additional taxes, and we can discover that during this investigation call with the IRS. After that, we have a discussion, you and I, or somebody from my staff with you, and we will give you forms to find out your financial condition the way the IRS is going to look at it. With those two pieces of information, that is the call with the IRS and all the tax information, and once we get a better idea of your financial condition individually or business-wise, then it will allow us to determine which one or more resolution options are available to you. And so reviewing the investigation fee is to find out all about your tax debt and your financial condition, after which I will spell out all the possible options for you, the steps taken, and then I can quote you a fee to complete the work. So by doing this, after hundreds of interviews with potential clients, I've come up with this logical approach to setting fees. This allows me to quote a fee that is fair both to you and to me. If I quote a fee without the investigation, I'm either going to overcharge you or undercharge you. In either case, one of us comes out losing. But I've learned over time to take this in a two-step process. It's like if you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you what the treatment's going to be, you're going to wonder, well, why didn't you do a diagnosis first? So I'm doing the diagnosis first for a set fee, and then I'll quote my fee to complete the work. Now, almost always I will quote you a flat fee, a fixed fee, because after doing hundreds and hundreds of cases, I have a pretty good idea what it's going to take. Now, there are some cases that require an hourly rate, but that's the exception. When it comes to doing audits for the client, sometimes it's very difficult to know how much time it's going to take to complete the audit. Other times, if you have a revenue officer and there's a lot of issues that are yet to be determined, I may charge a flat fee combined with an hourly rate for those parts that may require work that cannot be determined ahead of time. So if any of this makes sense to you and you have questions, feel free to contact me at the link below, or call our phone number available to you, and we'll be glad to help you with your case. Now, I think you might have some questions about exactly how much I charge for the investigation fee and then to complete the work. Well, today is October 25th, 2021. And as of today, my fees range from $500 up to $2,000, depending on the complexity of the case. Most of the smaller cases, by that I mean if you owe $50,000 or less, I will charge $500 for the investigation fee, and that'll give me the information I need to propose different options to you. And of course, the specific options all depend on what I'm going to do for you, so I don't really want to speak to that. I have charged up to $2,000 when a client owes $500,000 or up to $1 million. The investigation is a little bit more complex and requires more work, especially, for example, if you have a business with many employees. For me to determine your financial condition is a lot more work. Also, when somebody owes that kind of money, there's usually a local revenue officer that we have to deal with, and I can get information from the revenue officer, but they require a lot more documentation from the taxpayer. But once the investigation is complete, I can give you more specific dollar amounts. But as of today, the range is from $500 to $2,000. Now, this may change over time, so that's why I'm giving you specific dates, so you know when I quoted these fees as of today. Thank you.
For more episodes about IRS tax relief, go to taxreliefacademy.com.